the official radio station of the Church of Christ, or Ecclesianicristo.
More laughter. More fun.
Dude, again, just a plug.
More LAC. Only here on INCRadio Los Angeles.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone who's tuned in right now. Welcome to another broadcast of INCRadio Los Angeles. I am your host this morning, Brother Paul Warren Menyes, coming from the local congregation of Oxnard, hashtag OXN, here in the ecclesiastical district of Los Angeles County. Before we move on to our broadcast this morning, we would like to congratulate and say our very special shout out to our current Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo. Praises be to our Almighty God for appointing our current Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Oranio V. Manalo. We love you, po. We are here to support all throughout, po. All right. So, like a few days ago, here in the Ecclesiastical District of Los Angeles County, we had our own Care for Humanity. As we can recall, like a few weeks ago, back on May 10th, we had a large-scale Care for Humanity that was spearheaded by three of the Southern California districts, namely the Los Angeles County, Orange County, and San Diego County. Last Monday, each of the clusters actually had their own special Care for Humanity from the morning all the way through the evening. But today, we are actually having a special one because our last cluster of local congregations will be doing their Care for Humanity this morning, and it is our pleasure to actually bring them live to you. So we prepared some interviews today, and without any further ado, we'll move on to our first interview. Sister Jaylin, go ahead and take it away.
Hi, Paul. And hi, everyone tuning in to INCRadio Los Angeles. My name is Sister Jaylin Takura from the local congregation of Eagle Rock. And as you can see, we are here on site for our Care for Humanity today. I actually have with me one of our scan officers. This is Sister Lourdes Riley. Sorry, I introduced you, but you can do it again. Sister, can you please introduce yourself?
I am the fine Jire there. You know what? I have to scan Jire there.
Yes, correct. So, as the scam leader, so what are the first steps you take when planning security for special activities like this?
We do our prayers to help God to help us, and then know the locations, and then full risk assessment. I think that's
Risk assessment. Oh, right.
And the place notifications, receipts. And I think that's the important thing. That's the first step.
Oh, awesome. Great. So then for today's top priority, you kind of talked about it a little bit with the risk assessment and then knowing where all the exits and the entrances will be. So for today, what's today's top priority when it comes to security of the brethren and the guests who will be attending in today's activities?
You know how those pass, okay? Mm-hmm. So I think that's very simple.
Right. That is a very good top priority to have to make sure that we're ready at any given moment. Right?
So I think protection, prevention, whatever happens.
Protection and prevention. Very good, Paul. So we also have one more question. So how does the scan prepare for any unpredictable scenarios like weather disruptions or any emergencies? Oh, okay.
Very ready for anything that will happen. And I know our Almighty God is always with us. Nothing will happen to us. just in case you know what to do.
Okay. I appreciate all of your responses and I feel your energy. You were actually one of the first people here. Is that correct? What time were you here? 7 o'clock. Oh, that is correct. So we do appreciate all of the stand officers being here and you for being here for our interview this morning. So thank you so much, Sister Lourdes. We will see you a little later. But that is it for us here. I'm gonna pass it on to Sister Brianna. So Sister Bri, are you available?
Yes, I caught our infamous Kalian, who is going to help us learn more about our activity today because our Care for Humanity honestly truly cannot be anything without Kalian. And she coordinated a lot of it, but you coordinated a lot of things. So this will lead me to my first question. Of course, what qualities do you look for in volunteers that would help in our medical? Since we have so many today, but there's a lot like our reading glasses, our dental health check. What do you look for in our medical volunteers, boss? For our medical volunteers, they have to be at least reliable and enthusiastic and also compassionate to what they do, and they should have a good work ethics. Yes, and I really think I see that in a lot of our volunteers today. I see a lot of them. They're very, very enthusiastic, like you said, Paul, and they're very open to helping our community today in our Care for Humanity. And as a leader, Paul, you've been able to group them together. You've been able to lead them. How do you motivate the brethren for them to volunteer and helping out today? Actually, I don't have to motivate them already because most of the volunteers are nurses and nurses has a big heart and you know that. So I just tell them that we are doing this for the community and helping those that are in need, and also we most of all we want to be a true members church of the Church of Christ, and we want to unite with the church administration. Of course, and I think you've really motivated all the volunteers that we have today, especially since it is just a cluster. We have so many nurses and medical personnel in our cluster that have been able to volunteer. So it's very nice that you were able to gather them together. But one question I do have for you, it isn't an easy task to get all these people together. What's one challenge you often face in the volunteer coordination that most people don't see? How do you handle it? To tell you honestly, it's hard. It's a big challenge for us because we all work as nurses. We have full-time job. So really, we just need to have a time to commit in this task, and that we really put our heart into it and our faith into it in order for us to commit our time in this special task. That's so beautifully said. Well, thank you so much. I know that you're very busy setting up our booths, our many different medical opportunities that we have in our Care for Humanity today, Bo. So it's very exciting to see, and I can't wait to see what else you have, because I know this isn't all your volunteers. Yeah, not yet. A couple more. Yeah. But we are going to now move on to our next interview. But one of the motivated nurses that you talked about, well, like yourself, well, we have also brother JJ, who's going to be interviewed by at the HA. We'll learn more about okay, let me get him. No, it's okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, Sister AJ. Sister AJ, we don't have any audio right now. We couldn't hear Sister AJ. Sister Bree, if you can tell Sister AJ we can't hear her.
He's so motivated to interview Quiz JJ. I will now motivate them to speak on the
Hi, Sister AJ, can you hear me?
Yeah, we're just so excited over here. Brother Paul, can you hear me?
Yes, perfect. Now it's like loud
Let
and
me
clear.
All right, I'm gonna switch off the speakers with Brother JJ.
Hi, Brother JJ.
Can you hear? Can you hear? Yeah. Okay, we'll start over. So again, I'm Sister AJ Capistrano from the local of Oxnard, hashtag OXN. And once again, we have Brother JJ here with us.
Hi, Brother JJ from the Power of Hollywood, hashtag NH. So my duty is to discover here and to do office.
Awesome. And then we are going to be talking about the blood pressure booth. He kind of talked about it a little bit, but you were doing great, Brother JJ. So again, so what are some common misconceptions people have about blood pressure, and how do you address them?
Yeah, so a very common misconception about blood pressure is that it only affects the older population. However, young people and children can be affected by high blood pressure. So it's important to regularly monitor your blood pressure readings, and that can help you stay healthy.
That's a good point. Yeah, definitely. So what are the most common questions or concerns people bring up when they get their blood pressure checked?
Yeah, so some common misconceptions or
Questions?
some common questions is how to prevent and control high blood pressure. So ways to do that is medication. So when we advise people who have high blood pressure, if they're on medication, is to take it regularly and to not skip it. So sometimes people can get a good reading of their blood pressure. They're like, oh, maybe I don't want to take my blood pressure medication today. It's advised to not do that, just to control if there's going to be a spike. And so other ways people can control or prevent high blood pressure is to not eat foods high in sodium.
Oh, that's hard for Filipinos.
Very hard, even for me.
Yeah, definitely. So it sounds like consistency is key in making sure that you visit your doctor regularly and then also take your medication and watch what you're eating. So how do you ensure accuracy and consistency in the blood pressure readings taken during this event?
Oh, well, so for us, since we're taking blood pressure, sometimes we can get a high reading, and that might not be the regular blood pressure for that specific person. So what we do is we take it, and like let's say they're coming from work or they're running to the activity, we can tell them to kind of rest and try to calm down because we know that their heart rate is a little high, it can affect their blood pressure. We want them to be stress-free, so we can get a more accurate reading for the blood pressure.
Yeah, that makes sense. I have a funny story. We had a health fair at my work, and I was about to get my blood pressure checked, and I saw a really stressful email right before I took my blood pressure, and so they were like, maybe you should come back later. Yeah, so that's a good point to just make sure that you're calm and rested so that you have an accurate check. Well, thank you, Brother JJ. Thank you so much for joining us on INC Radio. Do you have any shout outs before you head out?
Shout out my parents.
Thank you, Paul. And we will be moving it on to, back to Sister Bree to talk with the Andrades.
Yes, I am Sister Bree, and this is my mom. I will be interviewing her because she is one of our medical volunteers for today's Care for Humanity. Joy, what booth are you volunteering for today?
Oh, the reading glasses.
Ooh, reading glasses.
Yeah.
I don't need. I have glasses, but I know a lot of other people also need glasses. So if you need glasses, reading glasses specifically, we have those available. I'll go ahead and ask the actual questions now. As a medical volunteer, how do you explain to visitors when it might be time to see an actual eye specialist beyond just using reading glasses? Like, what's a good indicator that they actually need to go to a doctor?
We advise the people if to seek an eye specialist. Even if they're using reading glasses, they still have blurry vision or there's sudden changes of vision.
Yeah, a good example of this is that actually the other week, Ivan realized that he needs glasses. He put on at the ages glasses, and then he's like, I need glasses. So if you need glasses, well, maybe you should try on someone else with glasses. Maybe they'll be a good indicator if you need some help, okay? Why do you think access to something as simple as reading glasses can make a big difference in people's daily life?
Access to reading glasses can impact your life greatly, especially your everyday life. You know how it is. You're using glasses. Yeah, if you're doing your everyday tasks and everything seems to be blurry, then you can't do it like correctly. It's gonna be hard to go on through your day, seeing everything blurred.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because I am nearsighted, so I can see very up close. So I don't need reading glasses, but I could imagine needing reading glasses. I feel like that's such a hard life to live. Because if you can't read, if I couldn't read this right now, I would have to go like this.
Yeah.
And that seems very difficult. So if you need reading glasses, well, we have some. Make sure to grab some. Okay. And then last question: what signs do you usually tell people to look for that might indicate they're more? Oh, that's the wrong question. Sorry. How do you prepare to interact with people who may never have had an eye checkup before? That's a good question because I don't know what to do.
Yeah, of course, we explain to them the process that they have to go through, what they need to do during eye exams. Explain to them. Usually, they read something, and if it's blurry, then of course they're gonna need glasses. Yeah, and if they try on the glasses, it's clear, then yeah, may be the right fit for them.
So if I just go to the reading glasses table and I try on every glasses and like one of them just kind of works magically, maybe I need reading glasses. Is that what you're telling me?
Could be.
Okay. I'm not going to your booth. I'm sorry.
Glasses.
I do already have
You
glasses.
don't need it.
But if you need reading glasses or you think you need reading glasses, make sure to check out the vision check booth because maybe you need better vision. Who knows? We all need to be able to read in our everyday life. So, Paul, what do you think? Do you need reading glasses? What?
You know what? Thank you so much, Sister Joy. I pride myself into having 20/20 vision, but this was like what, 20 years ago, 10 years ago. I don't know. I haven't actually gotten my eyes checked, and thankfully to our Almighty God, I feel like I don't need it. Anyway, thank you so much so far for the interviewees that we have. There you go. For the brethren who is watching right now at home, who's already had their Care for Your Humanity last Monday, feel free to come down to Plaza del Valle right now. The activity starts at 10:30 this morning, and you have plenty of time to drive down there, show your support. It's supposed to be really, really hot today, though. But as you can see, nothing can stop our brethren from reaching out to the community to help out those who are in need. Anyway, we'll continue on with our interviews because right now we have Sister Jalen with our representative from our LOS booth. Ate Jay, go ahead.
Thank you, Paul. Yes, you are correct. So I am here with someone from our LOS booth. Let's have them introduce yourself. Oh. Yeah, so we're here. Actually, behind us is the LOS booth, as you can see that they are setting up currently. So we thank you, Concord V, for being with us during our interview while we pulled you from completing the tent today. So, first question that we have for you: what's the importance of having an LOS booth in our activity today?
Actually, our friends, as you can see, having the registration will be guiding the best friends for LSD and our officers will be handling our propagational material to know more about our case.
Okay, so thank you so much. Yes, so as Harvey has said, right in front of us is the registration booth. So once our guests come in, the LOS booth, as you can see, is right next to us. So that is what we are looking at for today's setup. So for our next question for you, why does the Church of Christ continuously share their faith to people who are not yet members of the church?
Our faith is not the commandments of God. And another thing is God wants everybody to be saved. We are part of the free church, the Church of Christ. It's our duty now to spread and share our faith so that non-members can also enjoy the benefits, the blessings, and the salvation that we are yearning for. Come to the
Thank you, Bob. And so in addition to what our question was for you, and you did talk a little bit about the materials that we have today, what propagation materials are we prepared to hand out to those who are interested in knowing more about the Church of Christ?
Flyers, Spanish, English, and Filipino. And also we have web prepared some photos to the guests so that they will know about the activities and fake movements that we have been doing for the past 3 years.
Okay. Thank you so much, Harvey, for your time. Did you have anyone that you want to give any shout outs to? Anyone who's, you know,
For participating in this event and without them, it won't be success. And also, I would like special mention to our resident minister, brother in law.
thank you so much, Harvey, for your time. So yeah, so for part of our activity today, there will be the LOS booth. As you can see behind us, they do have all the pictures. And are those the INC media cards on the that are hanging from the no? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, well, that's great. Okay. So we also have the LOS booth, which is also a very important part of our activity here today, for our Care for Humanity, because in addition to caring for their physical well-being, we're also looking out for their spiritual well-being as well. Thank you so much, Bill Harvey. That was it for us. Thank you for your interview. And now I'm going to pass it to Kuya Paul. We're done, folks.
Thank you, thank you so much, TJ. Thank you so much, Brother Carvey, for giving us a little bit of your time. I know everyone is actually really really busy right now, but you can see they actually looking forward to actually do the interview for INC Radio because they want to share to everyone, not just to the people here in our ecclesiastical district, but to those who are watching what's been going on here in our backyard here in Los Angeles County. As you can see, weather is supposed to be really really hot today, but it wouldn't stop any of our brethren, especially from those coming from that cluster, which is the brethren from the local congregations of North Hollywood, Northridge, Santa Clarita, San Fernando Valley, and Woodland Hills. But before we move on to the rest of our interview, let's go ahead and give them a short breather right now. You guys are doing a great job. So drink some water, get those people that are supposed to interview. We're going to show you what happened last weekend here in our ecclesiastical district. For our district, we actually had an activity led by the children's worship service. A simple activity where they actually were watching videos of the month. The one that we have for INC kids, the Sweetie Says. So enjoy our short presentation of that. All right, there you go. Shout out to our children's worship service officers for leading the CWS into another successful activity. Unfortunately, I guess we weren't having any audio. We're having some technical difficulty on that, but it's okay. I think our brethren doing the rest of our interview is ready. Okay, we'll move on to our weather report first because everybody wants to know how hot or how cool it is. And yeah, we'll give the floor to Sister Sarah. Go ahead, Sister Sarah. Sister AJ, it's a little bit less audible. I'm so sorry. So maybe we can.
Okay.
Yeah. There you
Hello?
go. Yeah, we can
All
hear
right.
you, AJ. We
You
can
can
hear.
hear me.
I can hear you. We can
Let's
hear
talk
Sarah.
and then hear that.
All right, you ready, Sister Sarah? I can hear. Go ahead. Go ahead. Take it away.
Hi, this is Sister Sarah Crusoe. The low today will be 63 degrees and the high today will be 91 degrees. Make sure to wear your sunscreen because it's going to be a hot day. It's a perfect day to go to the beach. Reporting live from Los Angeles Satellite Studio. This is Sarah Crusoe. We need more laughter, more fun, more INC.
All right, great job, Sister Sarah. Like what Sister Sarah mentioned, it's supposed to be really, really, really hot today. So you need to stay hydrated, especially if you're gonna come down and visit our booths right there at Plaza del Valle, right there in what city is that? Like, is that in Van Nuys? I think so, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Like as you can see, our brethren are actually still preparing. They're setting up their booths. Ate Bri, are you ready? Where's your tita? Okay, if everyone is actually wondering about the other local congregations who just did their Care for Humanity last Monday, well, you don't have to worry about that because we do have something to show you. Hopefully, we have audio for this one. Yeah, there you have it. And that's not all. We still have like a few more. We just presented to you the local congregations of Eagle Rock and Glendale and Lancaster. Yes, you can see the brethren there. Even though it was like a Monday, everyone went out and supported. All right, we'll move on. Ooh, we have one brother here that is representing their local congregation. Actually, no, Sister AJ, who's with you right now?
Hi, Brother Paul. I have Brother Vladimir. Can you say hi, Brother Vladimir?
I am Brother Vladimir Bates from the local congregation of Woodland Hills.
Oh, I thought it was bad audio again. Cool, Paul. You're
Oh
giving me
no,
mixed signals.
we just like Brother Vladimir. That's why.
We
Go
love
ahead. Go
Brother
ahead.
Vladimir. So Brother Vladimir is going to be here to talk to us about BMI, or the body mass index, or the blood sugar test. So the first question, Brother Vladimir, how do you explain the results of a BMI or sugar test to someone who might be hearing this information for the first time?
So BMI is simply measuring body fat based on height and weight. It will help us assess health risk associated with being underweight, overweight, or obese. BMI can be used to tool for healthcare providers to discuss the health risks and make lifestyle recommendations. Blood sugar, on the other hand, helps to diagnose diabetes and helps them manage the condition and prevent health problems.
Awesome. And then how do you prepare to handle situations where someone's numbers are outside of the healthy range?
So if someone's numbers are outside the health range, for example, it's higher than normal, we discuss to them the most real way so they don't get offended or insecure. And also we use words that they easily understand and use as a friendly and approachable demeanor.
Oh, that's a nice way just to make them feel comfortable about themselves, but also keep them in mind that it's good to keep our keep healthy. Why do you think offering simple screenings like BMI and sugar checks is important in communities that might not have regular access to healthcare?
So offering simple screenings like BMI and sugar checks are important in a community because it's useful to measure overweight and obesity, or BMI checks and diagnose diabetes. Catching them early will give consciousness to people and prevent serious complications. Early detection is better than cure, allowing timely intervention, higher survival rates, and better quality of life.
Thank you, Brother Vladimir. Before I let you go, do you have any shout outs you'd like to give?
Shout out po to the local congregations of Woodland Hills, especially to our assigned minister, Brother Dean Nanchera.
Thank you, Paul. Nice to meet you. Thank you, Paul.
All right. Thank you so much, Brother Vladimir. Si Brother Vladimir, nakikita lang natin yan sa Woodland Hills Pero whenever he's called to be interviewed, kita mo naman, he's ready. All right, let's move on. Ate Bree, where's your auntie? Sister Bree and Ate Jay, are you guys there? All right, well, while they gather the people that they're supposed to interview, let's show one of our last videos, the ones that actually did the Care for Humanity in the evening. Last Monday, we have the local congregations of LA, Pasadena, Burbank, Monterey Park, Santa Monica, who else? And Oxnard. Kuya Tek, paano na lang ha? Pa-assist na lang po dito. Okay, there you go. There you have it. Hopefully everyone enjoyed our short clips of our past activity, I would say past activity just because they just happened last Monday, but then it's not done yet. We have our continuation of our cluster level care for humanity that is happening right now at Plaza del Valle. As you can see from our interview so far, everyone is just so busy right now. And we are very, very grateful that some of them actually have given INC Radio the time of day for them, to answer like a few questions. All right, up next, eto na. Um, Sister Bree, who's with you right now?
I have more family that are volunteers. Today I'm joined by my tita. She is helping the mental health booth today. If you want to introduce yourself.
Hello po mga kapatid. I'm Sister Emily po from local of Santa Clarita, LAC.
Okay, now we're going to get to the hard questions.
Oh my.
How do you explain the connection between physical health and stress to people who are going to stop by your booth today?
Okay po. It's a very big relationship about our physical health. If we cannot able to handle our stress, it can affect our physical body. So that's why some people develop sickness like high blood pressure, even it and to stroke or any other disease. If we cannot handle our own stress.
Yeah, stress can really build up to a lot of things.
Yes,
and then for our booth today, our mental health booth for our stress management, we're handing out little stress balls, from what I understand.
Yes, that's what we're gonna give today to all interested. Just go to our booth po, and we can give you the stress ball po that can help, especially nowadays po. A lot of people are stressed out. So this will really help a lot to for our physical being.
I know that we say stress balls, we associate stress balls with relieving stress. Why do you think stress balls can help that? Why do you think they make such a difference in someone's day?
Yes, so this is stress ball. Every time we squeeze it, we normally squeeze it every 3 seconds, and this will help our nervous system to tell us, okay, you need to relax and think, and help us to pause, so that our mind and our thoughts, even our feeling, have time to rest and think, and what to fight the stress that we're having at that moment.
Yeah. And I know that we're giving out stress balls and then we can relieve stress that way. But what other signs do you usually tell people to look for that might indicate that they're more stressed than they realize?
Okay, then. Yeah, there's a lot of symptoms that you can notice when you are stressed. Because normally stress is when your mind or your mental being are under like for example, you're overwhelmed, right? So if you notice that you become irritated easily, you cannot concentrate normally. That's one of the signs of being stressed. Like you get mad right away and you're hyperventilated, like uh, like what else?
Like you are now.
Right now, it's my first time vomiting.
Well, she relieved her stress by doing this interview, and I hope you get to relieve some stress with the stress balls that we're handing out in our Care for Humanity booths today. But thank you so much, Tita, for joining us for our interview.
Thank you for INC Radio.
Thank you so much that we learned more about our mental health, and we're going to learn a little bit more about the other booths that we have. I don't know which the next booth is, but I believe we have more from Ate Jalen, who is going to provide us another interview.
Hi, yes, Sister Bree. Thank you so much, Emily. We were actually behind the camera helping during that interview. But I do have here one of our sisters. Can you please introduce yourself? Oh, she's Kadima, guys. Did you hear that? She said that.
Were we supposed to do officer?
No, yeah, no, of course. And then what was your local congregation? There you go. So as you can see, we are in front of the dental health and free dental kits. And Sister Clarita is going to help us out a little bit with that. Um, so we do have questions for you. Question number one: what's one thing you found people are often surprised to learn about oral health?
That oral health is really connected to your overall body health. Our body, everything that happens is systemic, right? So something that you do or you don't do in your oral health will affect your entire overall body health. So poor oral health potentially leads to worsening conditions like diabetes. It can make your heart disease worse. It could even make your, if you have dementia, or it could lead to dementia. Infection in the mouth can spread to other parts of the body like the heart and the digestive system.
You know, the more questions we ask to the people at these booths, the more scared I feel, but the more I am glad that I'm learning all of this information. All right. All right. Question number two. All right. For question number two, how do you explain the importance of daily dental hygiene to someone who might not think it's a big deal?
Dental hygiene is like our mouth is like a little house. You know, the way that you clean your house every day so that dirt and buildup doesn't build up. The same thing that you should do to your teeth and your gums to keep your mouth clean and healthy and in good shape.
That is also something very nice to think about. My mouth is a house. I like that. That should be the tagline. We'll add it here. That's true. That's true. Everyone, I hope that is what we learned from this interview currently today. And then for question number three, if someone leaves your booth today with a dental kit, what's the one habit you hope they commit to?
Breathe every day. Use it every day.
Correct. Please use it every day. And I'm not an expert, but I think flossing is good for your gums, right? Okay, I learned that, and I've been doing that a lot more recently, so that's pretty good on that. Thank you so much, Sister Colleen. Did you have any shout outs you would like to give? Any?
Shout out my mom, Linda. I love to shout out my dad, Ephraim.
Thank you so much, Sister Colleen. I will also shout out her parents as well, and my parents. Okay, because Sister Bree gets to have her family here, so you know, I'm saying hi to everybody and everyone. Thank you so much, Sister Colleen. We're gonna bring it to Sister AJ for the next interview. Okay, AJ. Hey, please.
Hi again. I am here with Sister Nikki. I'm actually gonna step a little bit out because it's getting a little hot. The sun is on me, so we're gonna give Sister Nikki this whole, situation here because she's beautiful and she needs all this. So, Sister Nikki, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello po, I'm Sister Trish Nicole or Sister Nikki for us from the locale of North Hollywood. Hashtag NoHo.
And what offices do you have, Sister Nikki?
I am a choir member. I'm also the locale Kadua president and also a CWS officer and a district CBI officer.
All right, so we're going to be talking about the activity booths that we're going to have here for the kids today at our care community at Fernando Valley. So the first question I wanted to ask you is, how do you choose which art activities to do that are both fun and meaningful for a wide age range of children?
So when you say wide age range of children, of course I'm thinking about the young children, but also even us, as children at heart. So I think about going far back into my childhood. What's the first thing that we're exposed to? Just a simple colored construction paper and colored markers and just drawing. So that's what I think about when I decide what activities I want to do.
So how do you handle moments when kids might feel uneasy or unsure about their art?
So kids have a lot of pressure on themselves, and they could be hard on themselves when it comes to producing artwork. They might think that it has to be perfect or pretty, but when they're hard on themselves, I try to encourage them the best I can. I try to praise them and say, your artwork is beautiful. You shouldn't be so hard on yourself.
And I feel like when you are doing that, like, it's nice to point out something very specific in their art, right?
Oh, so true.
So
Yeah.
I've learned that too, so it makes them feel like a little bit more confident. I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I did do good at this time.
Yeah, exactly.
So how are you planning to incorporate themes like kindness, brotherhood, or health into the arts and crafts program?
So So just by being in the presence of our fellow brethren who already embody those things, especially in an event like this where brotherhood and kindness, just stepping into this event, you can already see it. And seeing all of the different health groups that is run by our CMDPS, we try to embody those themes by asking the children different prompts when they draw their pictures, such as what are some healthy foods or what are some healthy habits that you can be doing. Maybe you can draw a picture of your family, your loved ones, your friends. Yeah, that's how we embody those themes in our
Well,
booth.
thank you so much, Sister Nikki. Do you have any shout outs that you'd like to share before you go?
Thank you, and I would like to shout out my family and just all the brethren here in NoHo. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Sister Nikki. We are going to go bring it over to Sister Bree, who's going to do, oh, sorry, Kuya Paul. Kuya Paul. We're going to bring it back to Kuya Paul. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Sister Nikki. Thank you so much for the other brethren who actually again once gave us their time for a short interview. Like what we mentioned earlier, if you're not too busy today and you feel like going out and you're around the area, or even if you're not around the area, if it's by driving distance, head over to Plaza del Valle. It's at 8610 Van Nuys Boulevard. So I wasn't actually completely wrong. It's at Van Nuys Boulevard in Panorama at 91402. Again, the activity starts at 10:30. They're all gonna be there until I believe around noon today. And if you are planning to actually take a walk, stay hydrated, bring your water, bring maybe an umbrella or maybe something to help you cover from the sun. All right. Now, if everyone is wondering what are the different local congregations going to be doing for today, we have Sister Bree to bring that to us. Sister Bree. Yeah. What
We're
are
gonna
the
go on a little tour, Kuya Paul.
Yeah, go ahead. Show us. Go
Look
ahead.
at our, huh? Sorry. Am I gonna We're gonna look at our little health booths first that our CMDPS has set up. We have our dental health and free dental kits that the Jalen was doing her interview in front of a while ago, and now we're gonna go on a walk. This is so fun. We have our BMI check and blood sugar check. We've already talked to a few of the brethren, our volunteers that are participating in these activities. And then we also have blood pressure check. Make sure to check your blood pressure, especially since it's very hot today. Maybe it's very high. Maybe you should check it. Okay, and then we also have our mental health and stress management that my Tita talked about a little bit. And we also have free reading glasses that my mom talked about. See, they're right next to each other. Very helpful. Okay, now we're going up into our local booths. Right now we have the local of Northridge. Hello, local of Northridge. Let's kind of tell us, what are you serving today and what activity do you have for us? She's going to get a sign. She has signs. She has signs. Yes, what do you have?
Sweet tea and lemonade. And we're going to do match the cups.
Match the cups. I'm intrigued. I need to check this out later.
Yes, you do.
I'm very excited. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay, now we're going to go around. This whole activity kind of hones in this one spot in the plaza. So it's very nice. You get to go around in a nice circle and we get to look at the different booths that we have. Next, we have the local congregation of San Fernando Valley. What are you serving today, Bo, for your local? Buns? Hot dog and buns. What's your activity today, Bo? You have an activity? Coloring. I love to color, so I will come back. I will come back more. And yes. Oh, maybe.
Shout out.
Kuya Paul, why aren't you here? There's free food. Let's get the free hot dogs. Thank you so much, Paul San Fernando. Okay, up next. I'm not sure, but they're setting up. I'm very excited to find out what this booth is. What booth is this?
Oh, it's like I was just here. Hello.
Yes. What booth is this?
This is going to be the arts and crafts booth.
Oh.
Yeah, for the children. Yes, for the children.
For the children.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, now we're moving into me and Kuya Stefan's territory. We have
Hi. Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you so much to the resident minister of West Hollywood for joining us really quickly. Anyway, We have Santa Clarita's food. We have giant Jenga and ring toss as our activity for today. I'm very excited to play some giant Jenga. It's pretty fun. And we also have, I'm very intrigued. I don't know who thought of this. It's a very intriguing idea. Come, Marianne. Come, Marianne. What are we serving today in our activity? It's we're serving pandesal and ice cream. Very cool. Very cool. Very exciting. I want ice cream. It's so hot. Okay, and last, or this is not last, but up next we have the local congregation of North Hollywood. What are you serving today in your local? He doesn't know, but I know what it is. It's pancit and watermelon. They have really nice watermelon. A lot of the locals today are catering to the fact that it's pretty hot outside, so very nice to appreciate that. And now we're going a little more. I think there's one more local that we have to take a look at. Of course, we have the LOS booth that we talked about earlier, and this is where our program will be later on today once the activities start. And going in a circle, and a circle, and we're going up to the last local we have. Woo! This is so fun. Kuya Paul, you should have joined us. Okay. And then we have the local congregation of Woodland Hills. Jesse, what are you serving today for our activity?
We're serving popcorn.
Popcorn. Wow, I'm so excited for popcorn. I love popcorn. So many snacks, so many good food. So if you're in the area, but like Kuya Paul said, make sure to check out our activities today because honestly, a lot of this stuff is very nice. I'm kind of tired now. That walk was a lot of talking, a lot of walking. So I think I'm going to go to watermelon or ice cream or lemonade. All very good. Hey, Paul, you're missing out.
All right. Thank you so much, Sister Bree. I don't know if that's the result of like no sleep, too much coffee, but all y'all are doing like a really great job right now. Now, before we move on to our very last interview of the day, let's try to read like a few shout outs right here on our YouTube comments. We have good midnight here in the Philippines and enjoy watching here on INCRadio Los Angeles Satellite Studio. Greetings from the local of Brixtonville, district of Caloocan North. Hello po from Brother Mario. Kumusta po kayo? And from Sister Sheila, good morning po. Happy viewing weekend. I just want to shout out our choir members, my parents with brothers and sisters, and especially our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. We love you po. Hashtag LA. From Sister Nita Laksamana, happy viewing po from the local congregation of Lancaster. From Sister Len Sales, good morning po and happy viewing to all po. Fresh from the special worship service last night from the local congregation of hashtag OXN. And from Brother AJ Wynn, good morning po. Happy viewing from the local congregation of Los Angeles. All right, Ate Jay, give me a thumbs up if you're ready, okay? From Kuya Bon, Factura, happy viewing po everyone, hashtag Eagle Rock. From Brother Sergio, happy viewing everyone, hashtag OXN. And from Sister Madonna, good morning and happy viewing po from hashtag Lancaster LAN. And from Karomi here in Oxford, good morning po, happy viewing from hashtag OXN. Ate Jay, are you ready? Let's take it home. No? Oh, okay. Take a few more from Brother Erwin, ang ating po assistant district minister. Happy viewing po. Congratulations po to Brother Angelo Oranio V. Manalo, our beloved deputy executive minister, PBTG. Thank you so much po, Brother Erwin. From Sister Edna de Guzman, good day and happy viewing po sa lahat. Hashtag LAN and LAC. Someone here from Oxford says hashtag OXN. Good morning po. From Kafred, happy viewing. LAC, hashtag OXN. From Ate Jackie, good morning po. Greetings to all po. Happy viewing from the city of gorgeous roses. Not as gorgeous as you, Ate Jackie. Hashtag PAS, hashtag Pasadena. And ano pa ba? Meron pa ba? From Brother Benjamin Lopez, good AM everyone. Happy being from hashtag Lancaster. Ano, Ate Jaylin, are you ready? We're about to head out. From Sister Emmy po, good morning po. Happy viewing from hashtag Oxnard. All right, Ate Jaylin, for our last interview of the day, we have one of our resident ministers, Brother Russell. Kumusta po kayo, Brother Russ?
Yes po. They're asking, how are you po, Russell? Yes po.
Good morning, everyone. Napakahalaga po ng Care for Humanity ng Iglesianicristo upang ipadama po natin sa mga taong ating pagmamahal. Una po ay hindi makalooban ng ating Panginoon na ibigay natin kapwa hindi ng ating mga kapatid sa loob ng Iglesia ni Cristo. Nagpapasalamat po tayo sa ating pagmamahala sa pagpapatibay ng ganitong aktibidad upang ating pong mabigyan ng kalwalatian ng ating
Okay, thank you so much, Russell, for telling us the importance of having activities like these. So how can we encourage the brethren to all the more participate in activities launched by the church administration?
Find them the importance, the commandment of God, helping people and love them. And this commandment of our Lord God, bring glory to Him, and it will benefit the brethren as well. It will strengthen our faith, and all the more we learn so many things about our health, caring for our fellow men, and giving them services such as medical services, and giving them something for refreshment like food, drinks, and some activities for the children.
Thank you, Paul. So lastly, what special message do you have for the church administration as they continue to launch activities inside the Church of Christ?
Brother Eduardo B. Manalo for approving this activity like this, and we will be able to fulfill our education.
Thank you so much, Russell. Thank you, Paul. So as you can see, that is it for us today here from INCRadio Los Angeles. I want to have all of our hosts and guests, everybody behind the camera helping us out today. Kuya Van out the aerial behind us as well. And hi to Kuya Paul. Thank you so much, Paul. Kuya Paul will send it back to you for the final remarks.
All right, thank you so much, and once again, very, very good job to all of you, Brother Stefan behind the scenes, our camo, Sister Adrian, Kuya Van, and Ate Jalen, Sister Brianna, Sister AJ, great job doing the interview, and thank you everyone for allowing us a little bit of your time for us to bring some information to our viewers right now. Unfortunately, that is all the time that we have, Paul, but once again, we are very, very thankful, and we would like to say again, praises to our Almighty God for appointing our newly Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Iranio V. Manalo. At syempre po, sa ating pong tagapamahalang pangkalatan ng kapatid na Eduardo V. Manalo, maraming salamat po. Tulad nga po ng nasabi ng Karaso, approving activities like these, helping brethren, helping people, even though those who are not members of the Church of Christ, especially those who are around our area. All right, po, we will see you again next week. Again, thank you so much for more laughter, more fun, more LAC. Thank you po, Kuya Tek. Ayun, no? Oh. Nawala ni audio mo, Kuya. Yun.
Di mo man sabihin, naiisip ko rin, paano na ang buhay natin kung pagkatapos ng problema, may problema pa rin. Pero kung isipin, di mo ba napapansin? Tingnan mo ang kalagayan natin sa dinami-rami ng problema, buhay pa rin. Makita ang ngiti sa iyong mga labi, may Diyos tayo na handang tumulong sa atin. Balikan mo ang iyong nakaraan, lahat ng pinagdaanan, di ba't lahat ng iyon yung nalampasan? Dahilan sa ang ating Ama ang lagi mong tinatawagan, siya lagi ang gumagawa ng paraan